Okay, we'll call to order the City of Ellsworth Planning Board meeting for January 7th, 2026. Board introductions.
Lisa LaRue, member.
John DeLeo, Chair.
Rick Lyles, Assistant Chair, Vice Chair.
Mike Hangy, board
Whatever.
member.
Matt Utier, am I alternate tonight or am I voting?
No, you're the
You're
real
voting.
deal.
Oh, okay,
Can you handle the pressure?
I think so.
Okay. Seeing as you're the expert in one of these topics.
Yeah,
It's all yours.
it was fun watching the replay, shouting at my phone, no, he's okay, I swear.
And staff introduction.
Danielle Gift, Urban Planning and Development Director.
Brittany Merrill, City Planner.
Thomas Cannon, Fire Inspector.
Okay, item number 2, adoption of minutes from the December 3rd, 2025 regular meeting. Any additions, deletions, comments from the board?
None. Move that we approve the minutes from the December 3rd meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I guess just one question on other minutes going forward. We're basically just keeping up with the past meeting, or are we still gonna go as you shake your head?
Eventually those will get done and posted.
Oh, what's that?
Or, well, eventually the previous minutes that have not been,
Yeah,
they will get done.
so you must have, what, 6 or 8 months of those
I've got
Yeah.
a list, it's on my checklist.
to list to do.
It stares at me every week,
Oh, good.
like, please do these.
So
We
you
are-
you figured out how to ignore the list then, right?
Well, there's,
Just hide it
all
under
on
other
the
lists. We are hoping to bring on an assistant assessor that will also help with administrative roles within planning and code. So we're hoping, but I have no idea the timeline for that, so,
Okay.
yeah. But thank you for continuing to ask.
Just so you know, we care.
Thank you.
Item number 3, election of officers.
Nominate John DeLeo for all offices.
Second.
Could you make that a little more specific?
You got a second.
Yeah.
For chairperson.
Okay. You check.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other nominations? Okay, all in favor? I'll vote for myself. Okay, so I'll nominate Rick Lyles for vice chair.
Second.
Any other competition? All in favor? And nominate Mike Hangy for secretary.
Second that.
Are you guys accepting these nominations?
Sure.
Okay,
I accept.
thank you.
Do I have to say that?
Yes, really.
All in favor? Okay. Item number 4, final plan review of a major use site development entitled Kingsland Storage Center for applicant owner Beaumark Commercial Ellsworth LLC. The proposal is to construct a 29,200 square foot self-storage building. The subject property is approximately 1.9 acre lot located at Kingsland Crossing, tax map 16, lot 8 in the commercial zoning district. Someone here representing the applicant.
Rich Trott with Beaumont Commercial.
Can you hear us, Jim?
I think Jim's with us.
Yes, I can. Jim Kaiser, consulting with Rich Trott.
Okay, your audio is a little spotty, your video is a little spotty too, but we'll try to manage. Okay,
I apologize for that.
no, that's a,
Is it just, I can turn it up, the audio maybe?
well, it's loud enough, it just kind of cuts in and out. Do you want to give us a preview of the plan, Jim?
I think Rich was gonna do that since he's there and
Okay.
is able to probably communicate a little more directly with you.
Okay, sounds good. Rick?
All right, thanks for having us again tonight. There's some minor revisions to the plan in relation to the board's questions on stormwater more specifically. I think we covered most of the items. Of course, we can recover them tonight as well, but essentially just similar to what we've done in the past at the 1A site and the current 3 buildings on Kingsland aesthetically in terms of size. Its size is a little different, being one bigger building, but in terms of the aesthetics and and similar structure, et cetera, is all the same. Jim's provided a nice site plan here, adjacent to our existing buildings, that accommodates for 2 different main entries, and then a small office with a bathroom as well. I think we've crossed all the Ts and dotted all the Is, but happy to field any questions in regards to any of the aspects of the plan here.
Are there any questions other than stormwater? I mean, what Jim and Matt has done to get us up to speed on the stormwater from the questions we had last time, I'm all set. But I have some other questions, but I don't have any issues with the stormwater. But just to kind of educate me and the board on this particular area, because I think there's going to be more development in this area, so I'm just trying to get a better understanding of the stormwater. I mean, this is kind of different stormwater than other projects we've had, because those projects are pretty much a stormwater just on a specific lot instead of a half-mile stretch of road. So, and does anybody have any questions on anything other than stormwater? Okay. Matt, and you review?
I reviewed,
You talked to
yeah,
Jim?
no issues. I understood what they're doing. I mean, it's basically a master plan for the drainage. There, he's not exceeding the impervious amount that was planned for. So he's handling the water quality side of things, and then the quantity is already accounted for, so
Okay.
as long as he gets his permit.
Okay.
for me.
I guess, Jim, some of the questions I have is, when Kingsland Crossing was built, they had a stormwater plan, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, does that stormwater plan cover all the lots on Kingsland Crossing from Beachland all the way down to Lowe's, or to Jackson Lab? Does it cover the whole road?
Off the top of my head, I can't say for sure. The watershed drainage area does cover the entire road, and lots along Route 3 and further down Kingsland Cross. That's not to say those lots are included for additional development areas. They're just included because they will drain to the pond that was proposed. The lots that were included for development potential were the ones that were included in the original subdivision for that property out there, which includes this lot, Darlings, I believe it was Dunkin' Donuts, and Jackson Lab, which was originally developed under Lowe's. So those lots were covered, and I think if the board recalls, when we did the adjacent lot, we actually did rate control also on that, because at the time, the city did not think that was included in the watershed, so we did do rate control on that. In the assist of, on this lot, when we got the actual stormwater calculations from the city files, we understood that this lot, phase 2, that's before you tonight, was included in that pond development, and thus had rate taken care of, not so much quality, but rate taken care of. So I believe that all the subdivision lots have now been developed, so I don't believe you'd see any more complexity like we've kind of had to go through on this particular site development plan.
Okay, Jim, I mean, a couple of years ago, I mean, John Bates built his motel apartment building. And if I remember correctly, and I think it was in your calculations, that piece of property is tied in to the stormwater system for Kingsland Crossing, is that correct?
That is correct, as the development existed prior to him doing his major project. And then if I understand from what I've seen in the files on that project, they took care of stormwater quality and runoff rates as part of their approval process with the city. And I don't know offhand if they got or were required to get a DEP permit also on that, but I believe when you approved his development, it was for both rate runoff and quality runoff.
But as you said in the paperwork, and you just mentioned that at this point, the detention ponds, the stormwater system is maxed out for what's there now, for any future developments in that area?
I believe that's the case, yes.
But I just kind of want to, this is more kind of directed toward staff, is that, you know, just to the south of John Bates' property, I mean, you have Curtis Shoe, which is a small piece of property, but then after that, then you have two pieces of property owned by a couple, the old Sunrise Home and Hearth and the Restaurant Barn, which are probably bigger, more acreage than John Bates' building. And so, you know, just thinking if they sell those lots and something else gets developed, you know, does that end up going into this stormwater system? And by the same token, I think to the north of Dunkin' Donuts, you have a vacant lot where the Hilltop House Restaurant used to be. And then just to the west of that, I think there's a lot that, again, is owned by that former Hilltop lot is owned by a Ellsworth developer. And I believe he bought the final lot in the King subdivision that's, 1.8 acres. It's right on the corner of Kingsland Crossing. So, you know, there's like 4.5 acres of prime developable property right on top of the hill next to Dunkin' Donuts. And it would seem like if that got developed, stormwater would flow in the same direction as the detention ponds that are next to Jackson Lab. So, but at this point, from understanding everything, that the system is maxed out, I mean, can those detention ponds be enlarged to accommodate future growth, Jim?
They could, it would have to go through an agreement. There's basically easements that cover the utilization of those two ponds for stormwater purposes. When I say that's maxed out, what I guess I'm explaining that in that it's maxed out so that the development that was on the land that was under the subdivision approval, those properties have been maxed out. All those other properties would then, unless they do something, they would have to take care of their stormwater quality and runoff rate control individually on their own site to comply with both the city's ordinances and DEP, if that would be applicable to the size of their development.
So I mean, right now,
But some of the water very well may still run through that pond.
I mean, those detention ponds have maintenance agreements, correct?
Yes, they have, it's included in an easement. I think we provided that into the city in the package that we submitted.
I'm just curious, does anybody happen to know who legally is responsible for that detention pond? I mean, considering now that many businesses put their stormwater into a piece of property that's, I don't know, Jackson Lab's property?
Who owns the?
Nobody here from code, you know, just kind of curious.
Yeah. Who owns the parcel that the detention ponds are on?
I think it's owned by Jackson.
The
Okay.
Condat is the original developer, from that standpoint, and I think the other, aspect of that is under the DEP order, I believe, for the detention pond, I believe the original developer is responsible for that in the long term, because his name's on that permit. The wet pond, I believe that was solely under Jackson Lab at this point in time.
So, I mean, it was the King family, Associated Builders, whatever their company names were, that originally developed that whole development. So I guess I'm kind of curious to know
Correct.
if it's
I
actually being
I have a
maintained.
I have a copy of their original approval order that I can submit in if the city would be interested in having it. I can submit that in. I think actually it was, I got that from the city's staff files, I believe, so it should be in the files. But like I say, if it's easier, I can provide a copy into planning.
Either way, I'm sure it's in a file.
I mean, I think that kind of clears up, you know, my questions, and thank you for letting me ask
Oh, yeah.
Grill Jim, and,
You're talking to the right guy.
I mean, this specifically doesn't, you know, affect your development, and, but I do appreciate you allowing me to ask these questions, to educate myself and other members of the board.
So on that, what you're trying
Yeah.
to, what you're trying
You're very welcome.
to find out is like, so if this gets added into an already approved, something that was an easement for the drainage, and if the drainage easement and the drainage maintenance isn't up to snuff, and now you're adding more into it, is that gonna cause problems?
Right.
But if it has a drainage easement and a maintenance agreement, then that's their responsibility, but maybe in the future, we should be asking, like, has it been maintained? Is it up to snuff? Is it prepared to take the additional flow that, I don't know how long ago that was done? How long ago was the drainage basin created?
Yeah, it was about 20 years.
20 years ago, so a 20-year-old drainage basin may not be acting the same way as it did when it was originally constructed, if it's filled in with a lot of debris and silt and vegetation. And so maybe maybe we should be asking, like, are these add-on drainage areas and easement areas in correct maintenance at the time when we add to it? I mean, what do you think about that? Because over time, don't they degrade if they're not
You
maintained?
get a little sediment in there, but, I mean, the amount of water we're talking is very slight
Okay.
compared to the.
But it might not
the
be in the
subdivision.
future on a bigger project for like the overall thought process and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe something we should be checking or asking or having the developer's engineer maybe report to us that, yes, it's in a good enough condition that it meets the standard that was accepted 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. So,
And it kind of sounds like Matt and Jim could answer this, that, I mean, other properties in that area, like I say, the restaurant barn and the Sunrise Home and Hearth, and where Hilltop House used to be, the lot behind that is part of Kingsland Crossing lot, which is, like I say, it was 1.8 acres, but it sounds like at this point, the stormwater system has been maxed out.
You'll need an engineer to look at that when they're ready to develop that, for sure, just to handle that delta, that change in.
And like, a couple of those lots outside of the Kingsland Crossing subdivision would have to then get permission to empty into those storm ponds, correct?
Or if they're already maxed out, they say we can't handle anymore, they'll have to treat and handle their own water on site instead of letting it discharge.
Just something to think about for
I think
future.
the important part is that we haven't crossed our allocation for
Correct.
that.
Right,
Exactly.
Right.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
every lot is allocated, and to say that it's maxed out, I think, in terms of the definition of maxing out our allocation.
Right.
Not we're not taking anybody else's allocation
Right.
that would have been used for that.
So that
stormwater.
1.8 will have its own allocation
Right.
based on the analysis they do.
Your
Exactly.
responsibility is for what you're putting into it.
Right, they set aside a certain volume for that lot, we're not exceeding that.
Yep.
And I think that's.
Should be good to go.
That's, from the global perspective, and then each individual lot has their own allocation and due diligence that they need to follow from an engineering standpoint to fall within their allocation.
Making sure their impervious areas aren't too great that they're exceeding.
Right.
The des-
We're not
the design
superseding or race to fill the volume so somebody else can't. We're
Right.
just allocating what
On the,
was
on the
ours.
allocation, that's good, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think in your paperwork, Jim's paperwork, did it say that at this point, there's like 0.1 acre
It's just for that lot. Just for that
capacity
lot,
still
right.
to go into detention ponds, correct?
Just for that lot,
Oh, just for their lot?
right.
Okay, so,
That's how I understand it,
I
yeah.
mean, this lot down next to where Hilltop House used to
Just
be.
for our lot, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would still have some, you know, it's just a small lot, but theoretically, they could empty into the,
Yeah, I think they
Pond.
still have their allocation.
there, okay.
That's sized for their lot as well.
And they would still have to come here and plead their case too, so, but now we're all familiar with how it worked and should go a little bit easier for that
Okay.
last parcel.
That's good, because I thought that 1/10 of an acre was for the whole subdivision.
No, just for that allocation, yep.
Yeah, the only person that can use that is Rich. He's the one that's been allocated that 1/10 of an acre.
Right,
So if that premise, if there was something that he needed to do, whatever it happened to be, he'd have to do it under 1/10 of an acre so that he could not exceed his allocation for that lot.
If he's increasing the parking lot or adding an out structure or more roof, then he'll need to make sure that's under .1.
and with this addition, I mean,
Correct.
you're using all your property, correct? I mean, do you have any more buildable area?
No,
Okay,
this is it.
so theoretically, that one remaining lot to the west of the old Hilltop lot could empty into those detention ponds, but they couldn't use,
I'm not sure, I'm not sure elevation wise it could actually go into the detention pond, but that would be, like you have said, that would be there for their engineers to determine and bring and present before the staff and board.
okay,
Yeah.
I guess I would be, I think I'd be more concerned that if some stormwater coming out of the old Hilltop lot, at this point, could not go into the detention ponds, because it's not part of the
It's not part of the
subdivision.
Kingsland division, right?
Jim could answer that better than I could. I was under the assumption that it was, but I don't wanna speak out of turn. Jim would know better on that side.
Jim, would any stormwater from the old Hilltop House restaurant lot be able to,
Which lot is that?
well, it's
Right behind Duncan?
to the
Just to the north of
north
Duncan? Is it this one?
That's your Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
right
Dunkin'
there.
Donuts. That's this one.
Right in there, somewhere.
They would not be able
The aspect
to,
that the water could go through the detention pond is feasible. What would happen, how it would go through the detention pond would have to satisfy their on-site stormwater requirements, which say they can't run off any faster than what it does in its existing condition. And also, they would have to treat anything that's developed on their site. So after they do all that, if that water does go through the detention pond and was planned to go through the detention pond, then they would be continued to allow that to happen. It's kind of complex, and I think you have to look at each individual area that goes through that detention pond to make the determinations like we did on this lot, and determine that, we're not exceeding our allocation, so therefore we're good. All those other undeveloped areas or areas that could be expanded would need to do all their own
Yeah.
calculations and evaluations to determine that.
It's not on this developer to figure out the rest of the
Well, right, yeah,
undeveloped
yeah.
lots, yeah.
No, they did.
Yep.
I have a whole box of files based off of this development if you want to come look at them.
There's a challenge for you.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough of it.
You want to ask questions? Here.
I got an idea it may come up in the future, but
Just give me.
I'm good for now.
Give me at least an hour's heads up so I can find the box.
Okay, I'm good. I appreciate it, Rich, and Jim, thank you very much. I mean, anybody else have any questions
No.
about stormwater?
Thank you for those additional details on those J drains. I always like seeing the latest and greatest in drainage technology, so.
Some people get turned on by weird stuff,
Yep, I'm glad that it's,
Like traffic.
like traffic, right? At least everybody understands.
I was
traffic.
actually needed, that's the thing. and
Yes, you certainly
I
were.
wasn't here.
Well, see, this is the way we should deal with traffic though, too, is that, you should dole out how much traffic each site can produce.
Oh, man.
Oh
that'd
my
be-
gosh,
Just saying.
can of worms.
Okay, any
Well,
other
there's all kinds of
questions?
fluid flow analogies in transportation.
Any other questions from the board?
I have none.
No, I don't know.
I'll open the public hearing, and I'll close the public hearing. Somebody would like to make a motion?
Sure. Motion to approve the final plan of a major use site development entitled Kingsland Storage Center for the applicant owner Beaumark Commercial Ellsworth LLC.
And I will second, because I'm a voting member today.
Yeah. And you had like stuff to say.
I got stuff to say, yeah.
Okay, all in favor? There you go, gentlemen.
Excellent. Well, thanks for having us tonight. We're excited to get started, and Ellsworth's been a great partner for us, and we're really excited to,
Well, I'm
Keep
excited
going.
to see what's coming also down the road a bit.
yeah. Big plans. Thanks again, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Jim.
Public comments on something? It's your next agenda item.
Yeah,
Still want to know when
Brittany, it's Brittany.
because I'd asked her to.
Oh, that's you.
Because
thank
I
you.
thought about putting up a
Have a nice
sign.
evening.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Jim.
Jim.
Thanks, James.
Try to keep up.
Okay.
I was thinking I had to put up a satellite photo for that area. but-
Okay.
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm gonna leave this for you. There's a couple of spelling errors and stuff like that from that last thing. I mean, they're not worth doing anything with, but, I mean, in terms of official stuff, but
Thank you, Professor.
Staff comments.
don't be a wise ass.
Mike.
So,
Yeah.
we have a little bit of an update on training. Apparently, the legislation is unclear about the required MMA trainings, so until they work that out, we are kind of in limbo. But we've decided to kind of move ahead anyway, and we are going to purchase the latest training video from MMA so that we can all watch it together as a group. So I need dates and times for people's availability for next month.
Why don't you do a, one of
One
those,
of those big things.
one of those grid things? What's the program called?
Just do it
Spreadsheet.
online.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
we could do a
The
I
meeting
can
doodle.
send out a
thing.
doodle.
What's
I
that?
think that's, yeah.
Yeah,
I could-
doodle.
Let's do a doodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but, City Hall's open Monday to Thursday. Is there a specific day that does not work for somebody?
Look at February.
What do you think?
Daytime,
2 or
nighttime?
3 hours or?
Well, I know not everyone is jobless.
Not Thursday
so-
the 5th, not the day after planning board.
Oh, no, I would not do that to you guys.
Thank you. Or the 19th.
So, we can do like a 5 o'clock thing, we can do before, we're open to whatever works best.
Wednesdays and Thursdays are my favorite days to do meetings, not Monday.
Oh, never do it
I
on
never-
Friday night.
No,
We
I have
can
no-
I
anyway.
don't think you're gonna see anybody.
That would be a different meeting.
Well, no, but I just had a meeting that somebody, what
I
about
have
Friday
no
the
favorite
3rd?
days for meetings.
What about
Other than
not?
the first
Yeah.
Wednesday, I can't do any other Wednesday. I'm busy, so.
So we'll look for a Thursday, it sounds like.
The 12th or the 26th.
I would say try
How-
for
how long are we
Tuesday or
talking?
Thursday.
2 hours?
Between 2 and 4.
Okay, so not, stay away from the 19th if you would.
I mean, how many, were we thinking 2, 3 hours max?
I say 3 hours probably.
Oh, you say 4.
Closer.
4?
It depends on how chatty you guys get and how many questions.
Who's bringing?
Zip it.
Who's bringing food?
Why are you
So,
pointing at Lisa? Why are you pointing at Lisa?
No, she
And we
just said
can-
about not asking questions. I was like, yeah.
we can also break it up into chunks if you wish, but,
I mean, I
Let's
just
just
say,
Band-Aid this thing.
pull the Band-Aid off.
and we could
One and done.
potentially
Well, I mean, 3
do,
hours max though.
if you wanted to
If it's
do
gonna
a
go more than 3
longer,
hours, do 2.
we could do a longer session on a weekday or, I'm sorry, like a Saturday or Friday. If,
Yeah, no, I would go
Just
against
saying, we
Fridays and
provide food and
Saturdays.
stuff.
I mean,
but
you legit, I mean, you actually thinking 4 hours? Then move
the
on.
video I
So-
think is 4, but they do include breaks,
And I
so-
think so the one that we did also included Board of Appeals training, which we would
Well, I
stop
talked
it
about
at
someone who needs
that.
training.
You want me to put that in the minutes?
You're live.
Yeah, I didn't say anything derogative, like,
And I can't remember, I think it started at 4:30 and ended at 8:30 was the time frame for when we did it, but the last hour was definite, plus was Board of Appeals, so it shouldn't be more than 3 hours.
Yeah, if this is the same training that they've done in the past,
Yeah,
it wasn't 4 hours. Well, I did that, Don, you too.
Okay.
yeah, and I think a big chunk of that was question and answer.
and I know the 4 hour, where I saw the 4 hour video, it was an in-person one, and they had a lunch, or a dinner break in there, so I
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
why, so I'm,
So we wanna
it
try
won't be more
one-
than 4 hours
1 3-hour session.
Yeah,
Yep.
on a
Max.
Thursday.
What are we thinking for a start time? How flexible?
Well, I mean, we've got some worker bees here,
Yeah.
right?
As long as I know about it, well, I don't have my work phone in front of me, but it's far enough out, as long as I know about it, I can plan around it.
Okay.
Most likely.
Okay.
But
So-
probably not before 5, I mean,
Yeah.
Takes
Some
a half hour
Tuesday
to
or
get here.
Thursday at 5. Come up with a couple, do a doodle poll and
You
let's see
got
what
it.
happens.
Okay.
Okay, that gives me something to go on.
Is that enough?
That's enough.
So if we're, so we're thinking of starting at 5? So the city's providing supper?
Yeah. That would be the day.
they can take it out of
Here's
the
a quarter,
salary, it's
go to,
okay.
Yep.
go to
I
the
will-
food machine.
Doesn't the
Bring your back
chair
lunch, and I
offer-
will.
Doesn't the chair, you know,
I'm
like the
offering
way
up the
this-
city.
I like the way this woman thinks.
The outgoing or incoming?
I will bake something
Yeah,
if you
eat
bring your
both of
own
them.
dinner.
You
Pack
don't
a
need to
sandwich.
do that.
Do
So,
you have anything else?
Okay, so
That's-
So you
I guess,
set? What
that's all
else?
I got for training. That's it.
Here and-
Oh, no, I've got something on here.
That's for me.
I lost my agenda somewhere, so.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Long day.
we have some ordinance revisions that are coming your way. There are 2 flavors. One is the comprehensive ordinance review, and that the comprehensive land use component. And so the last we talked to the Musson Group, who's working on this, that's our consultant. They were aiming to do an informational session, a joint session at the February council workshop night, which is February 2nd. And so it would be really great if you are available to come to that workshop as well to get that information. Obviously, if you can't make it, we'll make sure that you have the information, but if we can do it all in one time, that would be fantastic. And then the process will move from there. I'm anticipating a vote to recommend adoption of the ordinance revisions sometime in March or April. And I'll send these dates and this kind of anticipated timeline to you all. So there's the comprehensive ordinance rewrite, and then there are 2 sets of performance standards that are gonna come before you. We had a really good workshop on Monday with council for the adult use cannabis stores. The first step is that they're going to be voting to approve the licensing changes for chapter 14, which is our licensing and permit chapter. They'll be adopting that at the January meeting, so this month. The next step is the performance standards that go along with that, and we'll be sending you a draft so you can review it for vote from this board in February. So we'll send you the draft tomorrow for adult use. At the same time, we are realizing we need to update the medical marijuana dispensary performance standards as well. We want to align them as close as possible to the adult use. And how it is right now, it's a little too vague. And allows a little too much leniency in certain things that the council wasn't stoked about. And so we're going to be updating those performance standards. So we're going to send them along at the same time. So you should be getting a draft of those either tomorrow or early next week, because this is a more recent development. So those are things to look forward to, I suppose. So to recap, performance standard review for vote upon in February, and then the comprehensive ordinance revisions, we're aiming for March to recommend approval for that.
And all that's gonna be recapped in this email. that you-
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, but I want to kind of give you a heads up too, yeah. If you have any questions or concerns about that timeline, please let me know. I have everything for cannabis at least scheduled or like planned out through September, so we've got wiggle room if you have concerns.
Any updates on bowling alley subdivision? I hate to keep referring to bowling alley.
Yeah, yeah.
WL Properties,
What's
no.
that?
No.
We have not heard back from them.
Interesting.
Has anybody reached out to them recently? I mean, I realize it's their responsibility, but I really hate to lose that possibility
We
of.
can, we can follow up.
We can certainly follow up, yeah,
For the holidays.
yeah. December was one of those months that just, seems like 2 weeks of that month, you know what, all holiday week, so, but yeah, we'll follow up with them.
Okay. Anything else?
Not from me.
I think that's it.
Any questions of the board for the ladies?
Got plans to sign.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we got plans to sign.
Yeah.
Courthouse plans, please sign them.
Do we have,
Sign the what? We have to sign the courthouse?
Yeah, you approved them, so.
Yeah, that was kinda interesting. We don't have to approve. We don't formally approve them, but we're formally signing them as if we did approve them.
no, I want to give you, yeah.
Going through the process.
That is also reminding me that, actually, no, not yet. I'm good.
Okay, then.
I'm good.
Give him a heads up.
Yeah, no, I was thinking if we could give an update about the Thriving Communities Partnership, which is looking at the High Street corridor specifically, but I wanna have a little bit more information before we share some things.
It's coming.
I
though.
mean,
It's
dangling the
coming. I'm
carrot.
so sorry.
You'll get your turn, don't worry.
Yeah, but we would like to figure out a way to, I'm just working out the mechanics, but we want to involve you in the stakeholder feedback for that project too, so.
Anything else? Nothing like it?
I'm good.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
He said quick.
All in favor?